Hey Taurus, how's it going? How you guys doing? Well, first and foremost, I want to say happy birthday. Happy birthday season. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are celebrating. I know that celebrating at this time is a little bit different than people are used to. You know, you used to be able to go out, do things, get together with friends. But even with the murky situations going on in the world right now, I hope that you guys are finding your own little corner of the world to celebrate with. Whether it be with your close loved ones or a few close loved ones, whatever it may be, I hope that you're having a blast. And I hope that you're really feeling that conscious love that's really flowing through the earth right now. Even though we're being isolated and separated, we still have to remember that we are all connected. We are all one. So now, Taurus, before I get into your reading today, I'm kind of switching things up a little bit. Okay? So I know that in the past you're used to me pulling an oracle card to see what best represents you for the week, and then going into your tarot, and then pulling another special message from Spirit from that same oracle deck. Well, I'm kind of switching things up a little bit. Because, you know, I got this beautiful deck here. I got this beautiful deck that I normally use for myself. It's a very spiritual deck. It's called the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle. And for some reason, it's just been really laid on my heart to share this deck with you this week. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't normally read this deck intuitively. I read this deck for what each page in the book says, because it's beautifully, beautifully done. It's a beautifully, beautifully put together work of art. And so that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be sharing what the book says about this card. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get into your tarot for the week. So given that said, we're going to go ahead and get started, okay, Taurus? So first and foremost, we're going to get what message Archangel Metatron has for you this week. So Archangel Metatron, what messages do you have for my Tauruses this week? My Tauruses, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of May 3rd through May 9th. What messages do you have for my Tauruses this week? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of May 3rd through May 9th. What special message do you have for my Tauruses this week? Alright, Taurus, let's see which cards you guys get. Taurus, you got Karma. Untying the knots. So now, you know I said I don't normally read these cards intuitively, but I'm feeling the need to share with you that it feels like a lot of you Tauruses are really, what you're doing this week is you are releasing karmic debts that need to be paid in this lifetime, because you are fulfilling and learning the lessons from those situations in your life. And you are now, what you're doing is you're really untying those knots so that you can have a clear, sure path forward. So now what I'm going to do, Taurus, is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read what this card wants to share with you. We have 28. It says, we are all at times now where karma is being worked through faster than before. Also, some karmic contracts are ending, but need to be finished with good grace. Each aspect of karma needs to be respected and worked through till its end, and God alone decides when it is done. You are reminded that everything in this life has a consequence. The good deeds you do are returned to you tenfold if done with a loving heart. And likewise, any action that causes pain or detriment to another also comes back to you, this time as a debt to be repaid. There is no escaping the law of karma. Whether you're rich or poor, and whether you are born in the world, all are treated equal. What goes around comes around. It may be that you are facing difficulty in life right now with someone or something. Karmic contracts are played out every day. However, this wise one, guided by Metatron, knows when to recognize such connections and also understandings, the meaning and higher learning behind any given karmic contract you are working through. Lessons such as compassion, forgiveness, tolerance, patience, and humility may be asked of you now. Are you the one being asked to repay? In this case, the lessons may continue until the teaching has completed and balance is restored at soul level. Or are you the one receiving karmic blessings? This too can be hard to accept if someone has closed their heart to receiving such gifts, not realizing it may be the result of many lifetimes of service to the light. And this is what you now have earned, so enjoy it. The endless knot depicted in the image on this card shows how we get tied up by past situations in this incarnation, and how walking the symbolic labyrinth in our own mind brings us peace. There is no escaping ourself, what we have done, who we have been, and who we are now. All aspects play a part in helping us to learn and grow in understanding towards members of soul group and ourselves. The karmic knot set against Metatron's indigo galactic backdrop helps us remember that our behavior, actions, and deeds in every moment are important. They define not just our present experience, but our future life. Be mindful at all times so you reap a good tomorrow. Using this symbol while calling in Archangel Metatron's energy can also be used to request karmic release, where debts feel paid and have been worked on by yourself. You cannot request it for another. This request will only be granted if earned. However, focusing on its symbol of light gifted by Metatron also helps you gain understanding, insight, and guidance with regard to any karmic situation. Ask for any knot of twisted energy within you to be softened with celestial blue energy to bring healing where it is needed. Just as the knot itself has no beginning and no end, it represents the energy simply transforms from one state of being to another. So I want to go ahead and just show this symbol to you for a minute. So if you'd like to go ahead and, focus on that symbol and ask for any karma in your life to be released at this time, that would be best for you. Okay. Wow. Beautiful card, Taurus. Like I said, yes, I feel that in this week, some of you are just really untying those karmic knots. You're really working through the lessons in this lifetime and paying those debts so that you can have a clear path, a path of positivity and a path of light. So now we're going to go ahead and do, Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get into your energy reading. So first and foremost, Taurus, we're going to be looking at the energies to help keep you grounded this week, as well as the energies to help you be more open. One second, Taurus. I forgot to leave your card out. Sorry about that. Okay, Spirit. So what energies are going to help my Tauruses to be grounded this week? And what energies are going to help them to be more open? So as far as the energies to help keep you grounded this week, we have the King of Wands. So this very well could be that a Cancer or some Cancer energy is coming in for you this week that's really helping you to remain grounded and to root yourself back into where it is that you belong and where it is that your soul belongs. And if it isn't a specific person this week, I see that it could be that you are really stepping into your mode of being a natural born leader, having that vision necessary to propel you forward on your path. Now, as far as the energy to help you be more open, we have the Queen of Swords. Now, with the Queen of Swords, if we're talking about a person here, this could be a Libra energy, but if it's not Libra energy, I see that the energies to keep you more open this week is you really cutting through and using your quick thinking abilities to come from a more organized and perceptive sense of self, allowing you to understand where it is and how it is that you are a natural born leader. Because what it is I feel that people are going to be calling on you. They're going to be calling on you this week to help them in some sort of fashion in their life. And see, that's beautiful, because what that's going to be doing for you, Taurus, is that's going to be helping you to receive some karmic blessings. Because it's going to be like you're going to be giving of energy and receiving energy. So it's like you're giving of energy and receiving good karma for this. So now what we're going to do, Taurus, is we're going to look at the positive energies for the week. As far as also, we're going to also look at what negative energies could be coming in for you this week. So Spirit, what positive energies are coming in for my Taurus this week? And what negative energies are coming in for them? Alright, Taurus. So as far as the positive energies coming in for the week, we have the Emperor. Yes, this is about you stepping into that sense of authority, knowing that you are needed on so many levels by so many people. So you have to come from a place of stability and a place of structure, because you really are being a big leader for many people this week. So you're meant to use your clear mental thinking, your clear mental thinking, and perceive good answers for people around you by using that authoritative, stabilized sense of self. So that you can really step into yourself and know that you are meant to help so many people. And that's really going to be helping you to untie these karmic knots in your life. Now, as far as the negative energies coming in for you this week, we have the Two of Cups. So, there could be, Tauruses, there could very well be a relationship in your life, or just a soul bond in your life that has kind of ran its course. It's almost like you're meant to see the situation for what it is, so that you can understand that it's time for you to release this energy. So I feel like this week, as far as this being on the negative side of things, what this is really telling me is that there is a relationship in your life that's ran its course. And what's happening right now is that it's still kind of dragging out. You haven't quite released it yet, even though you know it's time. But it's like part of you is still truly holding on to that. It's almost like it's keeping you tied. It's keeping you tied in these karmic knots when you're meant to really be untying the knots right now. Now what we're going to do, Taurus, is we're going to go ahead and look at how to best invite in the positive energies and how those negative energies could affect you this week. Alright, Spirit, so how can my Tauruses best invite in the positive energies this week? And how might the negative energies affect them? Alright, Taurus, so as far as the best way to invite in those positive energies this week, we have the Chariot. Yes, this is about you stepping into your natural born leader skills with authority and stability. And this is you doing it with confidence and willpower. This is for you knowing that you are meant to move in this direction, meant to go in that direction. Because the Chariot is about having a victory. So I see that this week, the best way that you can invite in this Emperor energy is knowing that this is truly meant for you and moving towards that with perseverance and willpower and control, being so determined that this is what you're meant to do, being determined that you are to let go of this relationship that is no longer serving you because it's holding you. It's kind of holding you in a space of where things aren't really clear for you right now. And they're meant to be so clear for you. So I see that if you can go towards what you need to do this week with determination, you will step into this stable sense of self. And you will have such a clear vision of everything happening around you. Now, Taurus, as far as how those negative energies could affect you this week, we have the King of Swords. Now, it's funny. When I was shuffling the cards, this card tried to fall out. Now, normally I don't take fallout cards, but this card did fall out, and I did put it back in the deck. So it is funny that it's coming back into your reading. Now, I see that there could be some Gemini energy here. So it could very well be that this relationship that you are needing to release has to do with a Gemini. It has to do with, or maybe just some air energy here. But, you know, I also see here, though, that when it comes to this relationship that you're needing to end, or this situation that you're needing to end in your life, that's because it's not fully aligned with you anymore. I see that what this could be doing is, you know, it seems that, you know, so we have the King and Queen here. Yeah. So seriously, this has to do with a relationship that needed to end. I wanted to think that maybe, you know, I was getting a message here that maybe could be that this was going to be blocking your quick thinking. It was going to be muddying your clear thinking. But I see here that there's just very well could be that there is a relationship here that is no longer working for you this week, Taurus. And it's time for you to release that relationship so that you can have that quick thinking and that mental clarity. Because I feel like you need to perceive this situation from a different way. You need to perceive the situation from a different way of thinking so that you can step into that with authority. Because, you know, the King of Swords and the Emperor about authority and stability. So it's like you need to see the truth of the matter for what it is. And I feel like if you stay in this relationship, if you stay trying to work on this relationship, not only is it not going to be beneficial for you, Taurus, but it's going to be detrimental to the fact that you are really trying to untie your karmic knots. It's going to keep you stuck. And you won't be seeing the truth for what's really happening around you, allowing you to step into your emperor mode. Okay, so now what we're going to do, Taurus, is we're going to look at the benefits of the positive energies, as well as how to best overcome the negative challenges. And I don't know if you guys heard my phone right now, but that happened right after I finished saying that, and I feel like that was like your affirmation that that's really what this is talking about, that this relationship is just really holding you back. It's holding you back from really stepping forward. So it's time to release that. So now, Spirit, what are the benefits of the positive energies for my Tauruses this week? And how can they best overcome the negative challenges? All right, Taurus. So the benefit of the positive energies this week is the Four of Wands. Yes, this is about you creating harmony. Creating harmony in your life. And then, like I said, you know, it is your birthday season. And, you know, the Four of Wands is all about the celebration. So I see that, yeah, some of you are really just going to be celebrating your birthdays this week and having a great time doing so. And the reason why you're going to be celebrating so well your birthdays is because you're realizing what is no longer serving you in this life. What's no longer needed for you in your life at this time. And not only are you letting that go, but you're letting go and stepping into this new sense of self so much happier, so much more content, so much more okay with everything going on in your home life and in your personal life. Because you're realizing that you have learned the lessons. You've learned the lessons from these karmic knots in your life. And it's time for you now to be rewarded with some beautiful karma coming in for you. So now, as far as how to best overcome the negative challenges this week, we have the Three of Wands. Right. So look at, see, it's like a step up. So we had a 3 here and then a 4 here. So it's like, it's time for you to expand your life. Open your eyes to new opportunities. Open your eyes to new love. No longer holding on to relationships that are not serving your highest good. Because really what that's doing is that's holding you back. It's almost like you're always waiting for your ships to come in, but they don't come in because something in your life is holding you back from stepping in to what it is that is meant for you. And this week, I see that the best way that you can release this relationship, the best way you can release this relationship that could possibly be with a Gemini, or it just has some Gemini energy in it, I feel like the best way to release that this week is to really expand your life and prepare for a new sense of self, because you are meant to release this and no longer hold on to that. No longer hold on to how that's held you back in the past. Because it's like karma is really stepping in right now. The board of karmic ascended ones is stepping in for you and helping you to release what is no longer serving you now. So now what we're going to do, Taurus, is we're going to look at the overall impact. So what is the overall impact for the week for my Tauruses? My Tauruses, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of May 3rd through May 9th. What is the overall impact for my Tauruses? Alright, Taurus, so I see that the overall impact of this week for you, given all the information we have here, is going to be the Death card. Yes, and look at, this isn't a negative card. Everyone I know, some people see the Death card, they go, oh my god, someone's going to die. No one is going to die. No one is dying, okay? What this card says to me is that you this week are going to be making that transition. You are going to be transforming from an old sense of self to a new sense of self. Stepping into the new you because you are releasing what is no longer holding you back. You're releasing what is no longer holding you back. And you're stepping into your stable, emperor, authoritative, quick thinking, just structuralized sense of yourself, because you are knowing what is no longer for you and what is for you. And it's causing a beautiful transformation in yourself. I mean, look at these cards together. There's so much beautiful purple here. And that has to do purely, you know, with the crown chakra. So it's almost like you're really tapping into your higher power this week, Taurus. Wow, Taurus, that's a beautiful reading. So now, you know what? I wasn't going to do this week. I was going to keep this out, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this. So for those of you who've stayed through the reading, for those of you who have been here through the whole reading, I'm going to do a little something special. So if there's a question you have right now in any area of your life, I want you to think of that question. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Aboriginal Dreaming Totems. And what these 3 cards are going to tell me to the question that you have at hand, it's going to give me the circumstances around your question, the actions you should take in that question, and what the result will be if you take the action laid out. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds here to go ahead and think of that question while I shuffle the cards. So please just put your energy into me shuffling this question, and then we'll pull your cards, okay? So, Spirit, what answers do you have for my Taurus's question out there? My Tauruses, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What answers do you have to the question they're asking right now? What is the answer to their question they're asking right now? What guidance can you give them? What guidance do you have for my Tauruses on the question that they're inquiring about at this time? Okay, Tauruses. So I hope you asked your question, because here comes your answers. All right. So as far as the circumstances that come around this question you're asking, we have caution. It says, there is no truth behind this farce. Be wary of smoke and mirrors. Look closer and the illusion will soon melt away, revealing a sanctuary where only truth remains. Now, as far as an action you should take on this question, we have wonderful. Sometimes being too cautious is just an excuse for being afraid to take risks and move forward. Don't use this as an excuse to miss out on something amazing. So see, look at the beautiful synchronicity there. So the first card you get is about caution, about seeing the truth in the situation. And the second card is about not being too cautious. So it's like you're really meant to just dive in to whatever it is you're asking about this week, Taurus. Don't hold back. Learn the truth for what it is. Look at that. And we also have 2 truth cards here. So there is something in your life, like I said, this week that you are meant to see the truth of the matter so that you can transition from it. Now, as far as the overall outcome of this question you're asking, if you take this stance of not being too cautious but really finding out the truth of the matter, we have decisions. And it says, it's your decision whether you keep this up or let it go, but continuing will not change the circumstances or the outcome. So really, I'm not sure exactly what your question was, Taurus, but I feel like for some of those who heard the reading and decided, you know, there was a sense of a love sense here in a situation, I see that this question might have tied into that for you. And what it's saying to me is that you're supposed to see the truth of what it truly is. See the truth of what is really happening so that you don't miss out on a beautiful opportunity to transition into something that's meant for you. And with this decisions answer, I see what it's saying is that no matter if you choose to release this or not, it won't stop your spiritual growth. It won't stop your spiritual growth. It just may lead it in a different direction. So it's your choice to make. It is your choice to make whether you want to stay in something and learn more lessons or step into a higher vibrational sense of learning. Okay, Tauruses? So those are your messages this week. I hope it resonated. If it did, comment below. Let me know what you think of this new way of doing my readings goes. I'd really love to hear about it. And if you're new to my channel, please like, click, subscribe. I'd love to have more followers. I love being able to connect with all of you in this space. It's beautiful, beautiful for me. It's really gives me a lot of personal growth as well. So thank you, Tauruses, for being with me in this space. I'm truly thankful for being able to connect with you. And again, happy birthday. I hope you're really enjoying your birthday this year. Have a great time. This is Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, signing off from Wild Oracle. I'll see you guys next week. Much love from me to you. Namaste.